Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to MarketStream.live. We're taking a look at the closing action. My name is Joseph Cusick from the Cusick Group, securities offered by MoneyBlock. Let's take a look at how the major market indices actually performed today. Muted to down. A little bit of trepidation that's going on in the trade right now. You take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial. They were up 32 points, about almost 0.2%. 0.16%. That was at 20,775.60. Basically stayed at these levels pretty much so all afternoon. Taking a look at the NASDAQ 100, traded at 53.5213. That's up 134 points. That was the leader today, up about 2.57%. Large cap tech was on the move, and there's continuation of movement to the upside on some semiconductors. So there's some positive story there. The Russell 2000, the RUT, trading at 1403.86, up 186. That's basically a little over 0.1% to the upside. But we saw the S&Ps. They struggled all day. They've been in the red all day. The SPX, the cash settled index, trading at 2359.38. That's down 6 points, or in other words, 0.2%, 0.25%. To the downside, and that is what had traders kind of taking a step back. Now, this did happen on lower than average volume on both New York and the NASDAQ, but let's take a look at what's really going on underneath the hood here. And if you take a look at, let's take a look at the S&P E-minis right now. I'm going to take a look at the March contract. Again, just try to get a feel of what's going on here, and it's clearly continued to move to the upside with some gusto, but you can clearly see right now we have this consolidation. We could have a potential pullback that gets down into this 2310, 2320 area right in here. There's been just a huge move to the upside the last few weeks, last basically 10 days, and with volatility on the move. Let's actually take a look at the vol contract. We're going to watch this very closely because I'm going to see if I can get the vol futures. No, I'm going to have to look at the VIX. Taking a look at the VIX. And we'll actually look at, yeah. Okay, this is getting the end of day. You can clearly see now volatility is caught between its 20-day and its 50-day moving average. Now, we want to see this get above the $12 mark. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at VIX, the VIX contract finished at 1174. We needed above that $12 level. That gives us up above the 50-day moving average. That means that we could see a challenge of 14, which is this 200-day moving average. It is trending to the upside over the last 2 or 3 sessions, even though we keep getting a pullback on the close for the last few sessions. We still see it above that 20-day moving average. That gives volatility a fighting chance to challenge that $12 mark, which then means that we could potentially see some more volatility in the overall market. Now, with that being said, you can see one other major market index that we want to take a look at, which is the NASDAQ. And the reason why I want to take a look at the NASDAQ, and I'm just going to look at the futures, is, again, that consolidation. You're seeing these large cap indices. The NASDAQ was the leader today, moving to the upside. But, again, we could see that this run-up without any type of pullback over the last basically 10 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, is just unbelievable. And we're going to watch this very closely. And we're going to watch these support levels. The 20-day and the 50-day moving averages are the support levels right there. And one other thing that I want to point out is I'm going to take a look at IWM, which is the proxy ETF for the Russell 2000. Not moving as dramatically to the upside. Consolidation, moved up above, challenged, and settled above 140, but then subsequently pulled back, going out at 139.58. Again, watch these levels, that 137 level, 136 and some change level. These are going to be the levels, if in fact there is any momentum to the downside, that you're going to want to watch. A break of these levels means that we could have a short and midterm trend shift. I don't think that's going to occur, but again, we do have some data that's going to be coming out tomorrow. We have initial claims that could move the market. Now, the FOMC meeting minutes did not move the market. That was highly anticipated, but I think was overblown. But seeing vol still holding up into the close gives me an indication that we need to keep our powder dry and look for opportunities as volatility shows up. All right, folks, that's it for the closing bell. Join me tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern Time, where I'm going to be going over all the overnight action report in Asia. You could check out all the videos here at MarketStream.live. You can also check out the Premium Toolbox. We have a probability calculator. We also have a risk assessment tool. You can go in and just basically in 5 minutes, you'll be able to get a risk score sent to you with a complimentary general portfolio that fits that risk score that basically will fit within this 6-month comfort zone after you've done your risk assessment. All right, folks, that's it right now for MarketStream.live. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern Time. Take care.